everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a matchup today where the focus will be on the passing game. The Broncos are top 10 at defending the pass. They'll be going up against the Bengals, who will need to solve that secondary.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Denver Broncos. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Manning now on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Manning now on first down. And he spots Henderson open left side. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Second down now after the pass completion. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
They'll run here with Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
I haven't met a defensive coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job. Hold him to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On first down, Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Throwing now is Manning. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Dalton here from the gun. Got a man, it's Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ron. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now Manning. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll run it now with Robinson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, Anderson. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now they'll throw it with Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henderson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Midfield, here's Manning. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Play action. Manning. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Start on the ground here with Bernard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And he fires one that's intercepted. And it's a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all day? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play. Trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Manning again here on second and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Denver right after this. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Manning. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Manning. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down. And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 2nd and 10 now. Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. And Dalton to throw. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hand. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And some space here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty. It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play. Shift together here from the D-line. Manning going to throw. And he whips one in there complete. That's Demaryius Thomas. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag. And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done. Forced out, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Manning now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Dalton now to pass. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play fake. Here's Dalton. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right?
Happy holidays, Larry. Your gift? Take the halftime show off, partner. We've got some football to get to. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now Webb, eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And ready now for 2nd and 9.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Zebra.
Throwing is Manning. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 8 yards on the count. Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Toss play to Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, it's Robinson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Anderson a 1st down and more. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the 1st half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the 3rd and then carry that over to the 4th.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Manning now on 1st down. He goes underneath for Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They juked him. Again the juke. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Here's Carpenter now to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Sanders in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Manning to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. To throw again. Manning. That escapes the sack. Now he's flushed out left. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flushed to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Throwing now is Manning. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carlos Dunlap in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. In motion left goes Sanders. Manning to throw on second down. Fighting his... And the pressure gets to him again. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Here's Webb.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. This is away and a very good kick. Angled for the sidelines. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. They run. Robinson. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run again here with Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
Well, to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so. But it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So the potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, here's Bernard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Yardage here back to his own 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And coming out now, the Broncos. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Sanders in motion right. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll run Anderson. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vontaze Burfict in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. One final try now for Manning. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. Ride to my my dog sitting in jail. It's that lighter on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Follies, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum.